People talk. Wow.
Danny resubbed for 15 months. This should pop up in Chatterino TBH.
Danny. Big. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Sorry that took so long. I thought that I would be out here like 45 minutes ago, but stuff came up. It's hard to find a release location. It's really hard to find a release location. Everything is getting developed in Texas.
Wow.
Everybody's moving to Texas.
So resubbed for 12 months. I'm dead inside.
Oh. All the open spaces are getting developed, and if they're parks with trails, there are tons of people there. So like those are shit release spots too. I don't know if you guys can hear. There's people excavating a few hundred yards that way. Can you hear that? Yeah. Well, I tried to get as far away from it as possible. I mean, we're in super open space. Like, I'll show you. This is the release spot. I got as far away as I could, but I don't know. She'll just have to avoid that, which I don't think she'll have an issue with, but it's the best that I could do today. I have a broadwing hawk today for release, just like Dip and Dot. She kind of looks like a mix of the two. She's not as narrow as Dip, but not as dark as Dot. You guys will see her. It's actually kind of crazy that we've gotten 3 broadwings in the past couple months, because broadwings are migratory. They don't live in Texas. They mostly reside on the east coast of the US, and then they go through Texas and I think Florida, but it's only a small group of them that come through Texas, and it's mostly coastal Texas, so it's crazy that they're here right now. But anyway, they come through here and then they go to Central and South America. And
Gollum dude resubbed for 2 months. Peepo pod. Wow.
Thank you for the 2 months. And they go to Central and South America for the winter. So that's why we have broadwings here right now, but we don't have them all year. This particular broadwing, I'll tell you guys more about it later. I should tell you first, this is a very bittersweet stream because I have very bad news. Henry didn't make it. I didn't know how to tell you guys because every time this happens, I feel so bad. The thing, so Henry, and it's not because of lack of care. He was really happy at the center. He was taken really good care of. It's just he had so many issues and he still wasn't picking up food on his own. And yeah, he wasn't strong enough, so he didn't make it. And I was thinking about it a lot yesterday and was pretty upset about it yesterday, because there's a part of me that feels really bad for introducing you guys to animals that we lose, but that also kind of is, I mean, that's a massive part of wildlife rehab, you know, and I don't want to just show you guys happy endings because that's not the case. So I don't know. And then I debated yesterday if I was like, should I only bring on healthy animals that I am really confident about so that they're not sad if they die. But I don't know that's a good idea. So yeah, so I don't know. I'm sorry. It was really, really sad. I like that bird a lot. That's probably the saddest I've been about a death at the center. So for those of you that say F, if it's not an actual F, if it's just like a little bit, can you not? Because it's stressful and annoying. Oh, they're saying F for Henry. Oh, never mind, you can do that. One of my pet peeves for IRLs is...
Texas 1505 resubbed for 3 months.
Thank you for the 3 months. Is when people say F when it's like nothing, and then it stresses me out and I'm like, fuck, I gotta restart or something. Anyway. You did your best. I did. I did do my best. My supervisors thought I was nuts for bringing him home and feeding him every hour for that long. Wow. I did what I could.
Dan Dimes resubbed for 7 months. Rip Henry, glad we got to meet him.
I'm glad that that's your attitude towards it. Me too. He was a good little bird.
Wow.
Life of Vertigo subbed for the first time.
Thank you for the sub.
Wow.
Lithium resubbed for 14 months.
Life of
Henry
Vertigo
Meyer,
and
his
Lithium
Sag.
at 14 months. Jeez. Thank you. What the fuck is that? There's people excavating across the creek.
Wow.
Ernie Vox subbed for the first time.
Okay, buddy. All right. Thank you for the subs. I appreciate it. What else can I tell you about before we start here? I have the Broadwing in the crate here. She's been at the rehab. I think it's a female. It's really hard to tell because Broadwings range from like 260 to 560 grams. And this bird is 350. So he's kind of like in the middle. But I think it's a female. But it's hard to tell. I don't know. It's hard to tell with birds of prey. We got a black vulture in yesterday.
Jake donated $5. You showing us the difficult parts of animal rehab is really helpful. As much as it looks like fun, it's a lot of work and heartache. Rest easy, Henry.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Rehab is hard. Yesterday was a hard day at the center because I lost Henry, and then one of the staff there, she's been raising these 3 raccoons since they were tiny, like eyes closed, tiny, like little guys. She had to feed them every 3 hours throughout the night, unlike birds. Like birds, you do dawn to dusk. The raccoons, she had to wake up every 3 hours for like weeks and weeks and weeks to feed these raccoons. And then she was at every 6 hours, and she had to bring them to work every day, and she was bathing them, and she was clipping their nails, and she was like, she did so much work. And 2 of them died from what they think is feline distemper. Raccoons get feline distemper, canine distemper, and rabies, but we can't vaccinate them until they're older. The ones that she has are still too young to be vaccinated. So, like, the amount of, I can't like wrap my head around the amount of hours and the amount of sleep.
Uneasy resubbed for 4 months. Yay for release day.
Thank
Maya,
you.
he's Oro.
I was saying I can't fathom the amount of sleep she lost and the amount of hours she put into these raccoons, and 2 of them just poof. But it happens. It's a part of it, you know, and it sucked. And then my boss, like my supervisor, she was we had this baby jackrabbit come in. Cool thing about jackrabbits, by the way,
Anonymous donated $3. Thank you for showing and teaching us about animals and how nature can be.
Bam.
Rest in peace, Henry Meyer.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Cool thing about jackrabbits, so cottontails and normal domestic rabbits, their gestation period is like 30 days. Like they're like breeding like rabbits is because of that. So they come out. Okay, that's not a perma. I don't know about that being a perma. I thought it was a timeout. That's a little much. Can you just time them out? So rabbits have a gestation period, cottontails have a gestation period of 30 days. And they come out as like little pink things with eyes closed, and they grow really fast. Like within a couple weeks, their eyes are open, they have hair and whatever. But, oh, that was Danny going in. Danny's cleaning up the place. Look, I appreciate it. So that's what normal cottontails and domestic rabbits are like. But then jackrabbits are like completely precocial at birth. And I'm not sure how long their gestation period is. But jackrabbits, because they're born above ground, unlike rabbits that have dens, are born with fur, with their eyes open, and they're ready to go. It's crazy. It's so different. But we had a jackrabbit come in. We've been bottle feeding him for 3 weeks now, and he died yesterday. And my supervisor was super attached to him. And I've seen her cry a bunch of times at the center. Believe it or not, she's been in wildlife rehab for like 5-6 years. and she still cries all the time. Like when we lose animals, especially if it's like a tough loss. And this jackrabbit, she's sitting with it, just bawling. Like she has a mask on, but she's like, I could see her just like bawling, and I was like, I don't know what to, like, I'm so sorry, like it happens, we did our best, you know, he fought for a long time. And so she had to euthanize him, and she was in the ICU holding him, bawling while she's euthanizing the rabbit. And then after he died, she's sitting with him on her lap, the dead rabbit, sitting there just bawling over him. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I did not know what to do. It was so sad. It was so sad. I've never cried like that over something at the center. I was probably the most sad about Henry, but I don't know. She's deep in it. They lost a red-tailed hawk that was an ambassador right before I came there, and she still gets really upset thinking about it because she was like super attached to the red tail. She just like has the biggest heart ever. She takes it really hard. But anyway, so yeah, it's been a rough few days at the center, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, okay, let's get going with the release, yeah, because I think there are enough people here to start. So, I have a broadwing hawk here. I think that it's a female. She came in not long ago, probably less than a week and a half. I wasn't there for the intake, but I've been feeding her for the past week. She flew into a window, so she came in with some head trauma and some cranial swelling, but no breaks, nothing wrong besides that. A lot of them come in, and it's called a head strike, when they come in after they hit something or they get hit by a car, and they're just super disoriented, and sometimes it can last up to 9 days. So it lasted her about that long. She was kind of crooked and having a hard time flying for about a week. But now she's flying really good. She's eating on her own. I fed her a mouse this morning, so she's all set to go. I think she's just ready to get the fuck out of captivity, because she's been a wild bird for...
Wow. Rip_Stilo resubbed for 14 months.
Big.
Yo.
Rip, thank you for the 14 months. I'm trying to figure out... This is a good... Yeah, this is a good spot. She's within her first year, because she's still in...
Matushkin subbed for the first time.
Thank you. She's within her first year, because she's still in juvenile plumage. So I'll get her out and I'll show you what she looks like. You'll see.
A Slater 9001 subbed for the first time.
Thank you.
People Pug, wow.
Brando 003 subbed for the first time.
Doesn't this look like Dot? Isn't that crazy? Broadwings. So she came in at 315 grams. She's 350 grams today. So she's all set to go. They make the same noises. Broadwings are super vocal. I didn't know that about them before. Her feathers are in
Troop
pretty
just
good shape.
gifted 5 tier 1 subs.
Thank you for the 5 gifted. I appreciate that. But yeah, so she doesn't have a name. If you guys want to name her really quick before I throw her. Dash. Cute. LP got it first. No, we're not naming her Alinity. LP said Dash. This is Dash. Hopefully you'll be able to... Is this good if I send her that way? Probably fine. Cool.
People Pug, wow.
Drop
Okay.
Bear 28 just gifted 5 tier 1 subs.
Thank you for the 5. But again, if you're just filling in, she hit a window like a week and a half ago, so she came in with some head trauma, but there's no breaks. She's eating really well. She's good to go, so I'm going to release her. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh, she went up into the tree. Did you see her fly up there? Can you see her? She's been in the crate for a while, so I think she's a little disoriented. But we'll wait here for a while and make sure that she's gonna be good to go. I'm hoping she just takes off on her own.
Snipper Pug, wow.
Sneaky the Snipper resubbed for 13 months. 13 months ye hawk or.
Thank you for the 13 months. Can you see her still? No? Sorry, I thought you could. What about now? Oh. Yeah, there she is. Wait. Oh, there she is. I was like, I missed her take off. She's kind of behind a branch right now. I don't know if you can see her. And she may not want to take off from there. She may sit there for a bit and just like feel out what's going on. Sometimes, I mean, being in the crate is a stressful, transport is a stressful process, and then handling them is a stressful process, so sometimes the throw doesn't always go super well because they're just like super shaken,
wow.
you know.
Snipper resubbed for 15 months. Pogu.
Thank you for the 15 months. Hopefully my phone doesn't overheat. I'm not sure. What is all that?
Snipper Pug, wow.
K0K_ resubbed for 14 months. 14 months already. TF happened there?
Thank you for the 14 months. I think I've also learned that broadwings just get stressed really easy. And the stress can be a little debilitating. Like the great horns, I know that owls can get overwhelmed in captivity, but that great horn that I had was like fighting the whole time, just super aggressive. So when I released it, he was like, I'm out of here. But even Dash, like when I netted her today, she just like froze in the crate. She was freaked out. Some birds just do worse in captivity than others. I think this is one of them, but that's because she's not meant to be in captivity. She's meant to be out in the wild. So here we are. Owls are so cool. They are. You're right. Hey, I thought about something yesterday while we're kind of watching her, waiting on her. Oh. The little tail wiggles. I don't know if you can see them, but they're really cute. She's like balancing.
Snipper Pug, wow.
Exciting _frogs resubbed for 6 months. Peppo cheer.
Exciting, thank you so much. I also, because I fed her this morning, she doesn't need to eat again today, so she can spend the whole day chilling in a tree or looking around, and we don't have to worry about her needing to hunt today, so she'll be good. She's got a good chance. What I was saying is, I had some thoughts yesterday, because I went into the center yesterday, and this couple brought in a nestling white-winged dove. Oh, my hair. They brought in a white-winged dove nestling, so it was like that big, kind of feathered, or, you know, like had some of its feathered, but not fully feathered. And they brought it in, they had found it 2 days prior, and they hadn't brought it in because the woman's husband wanted to keep it as a pet. But they hadn't fed it at all in 2 days. Oh. Where is she? Where is she? Wait, where is she? I don't see. Oh, she's up there. Shit. I didn't see where she went. Now I don't see her again. She's there. She's like right. Can you see her? I'm too short. The branch is like right in my field of view. Okay, cool. No, you can't. Kind of. She's behind that branch. Over there. That probably didn't help you at all because you have a different angle. We saw where she flew. I guess I can move you guys. I'll hold it, maybe. Ah. You see her now? She's right there. It's a little dark, huh? There you go. There she is. God, it feels so much better to see her free like that. Okay, so what I was saying is there was a couple that brought in this... No, F? Really? Wait, Siren, thank you for the 191 viewer host. That's awesome. Small F, okay. I won't move. So there's a couple that brought in this white-winged dove, right? This white-winged dove nestling, and they had it for 2 days, and they didn't bring it in because the husband wanted to keep it as a pet. But they hadn't fed it for 2 days, and so they brought it in, and it was super emaciated, and it died within an hour of it being at the center. And is it effing or what? Because it's not going down that much. Oh, I guess it is, kind of. Better? It should be fine now. Okay. She's thinking about taking off, by the way, but we'll see what she does. So it died within an hour of coming into the center, and at first I was really angry because I was like, why are people so stupid? Like, how are you going to pick up a bird and not feed it for 2 days because you want to keep it because you think it's cute and you think it can be your pet and whatever, and it's so irresponsible and what the fuck? And then I thought more about it, and I realized that the wildlife rehab center, it wouldn't be possible without, like, we wouldn't get any animals if it weren't for people. Like, the only reason we get them is because people do care, you know? Like, people drive animals that they find all the way to the rehab center just so we can take care of them, and that's the only reason that we're able to save animals, is because people care. It's just that they lack the education. So I'm trying really hard to remember that there's so much good in people, and they really just love animals, and they make a lot of mistakes, and it's frustrating because it's at the cost of the animal. But the important thing is that they care, and I think they do, for the most part, want the best for those animals. And it kind of reminded me how important the education piece is, and why I love conservation education the most about what I do is there's so much good in people. They just need to know what the right things to do are, and they'll do it. I mean, if people know that what they're doing is hurting animals, or that they could be doing something that'll help animals, I think that they'll do it because they love them, you know? And so I'm really excited to educate people and tap into that, because I love people and I love animals, and I just want to make, you know, the world a place where we can live alongside each other better, because that's good for everybody. So thanks for being here and letting me teach you about stuff. It means a lot. What is she pointing at? The broadwing. Broadwing. There she goes. Did I fuck it up? Sorry, it was zoomed in. I don't know if you saw her take off. No, it was good? Okay, good. Bye, Dash. Yeah, so she took off from here and she took like a low swing. She went around there and then landed in the tree out there. If you were able to see her well enough also, hopefully you were able to see that she was super balanced when she flew away. She took off super low, but she was really balanced. So I'm not worried about her at all. She was just a little bit shooken up by the transport is all that was. So I feel good about that one. I gave you guys my little speech that I was thinking about. Even as angry as I get with like the pet trade, you know, and like people owning things as pets that they shouldn't have as pets, it's really just because they think the animals are cool. For the most part, Joe Exotic's a piece of shit, right? There are people that do it just to make themselves look good, but I think there are a lot of people that just think they're really cool animals and they want to make them happy and they want to give them a good life. They just need the education for it, so I just want to be a part of that. So yes, the white-winged dove died because it wasn't fed, but I have an opportunity to teach people about what they need. And I just got bit by a fire ant on my knee, and I'm not even sure how it got there because I didn't feel it crawling up my leg. I love Texas. Okay. Why am I wearing this? I'm sweating. Okay, that's it for the stream. Thanks for being here. It was kind of a longer one just because it took her a while to feel things out, but I'm excited for her. I'm happy that she's released. She did not like being at the center, but it's a good thing that she was there because she wasn't able to fly for about a week. So now she's back where she belongs, and hopefully she'll be able to stay away from windows this time. But we did what we could. We did our best. That's all we can do. Gave her another chance, so I feel good about that. Today, I will be live again for the podcast. It's really late tonight. It's tonight at 8:30 p.m. CT, so that's 6:30 PST. It's with Jordan Beasley. He's a zookeeper and he's a conservation educator. He makes YouTube videos. We're raising money for giraffe conservation. So I'll see you tonight for that. I'm trying to figure out, I'm gonna look at who's live. Gosh, the rec pool VODs are still running. Oh, I'll host Alec Ludford. Fishing with Slick. Fishing with Slick? Crazy Slick? I got an ad. Not Slick? What does fishing with Slick mean? Oh, his mod. He has a mod named Slick too? Okay, well, I'll raid him. Because I know he's in Texas now, but I haven't gotten to meet him. It's the rod? Look, I don't know anything about fishing, okay? I haven't gone fishing since I was in middle school. Ow. Raid Alec Ledford. I think that's how you spell his name. Oh, thanks, Tara. Okay. I cut my leg. Whoops. Okay, Tara's doing the raid. I will see you guys tonight at 8:30 p.m. CT for the podcast. I would appreciate if you guys stop by. I know it's going to be a lower viewership kind of night because of the time, but you know, that's okay. It's still a podcast, so I'm excited. And we have the outro. Thank you, Max, for that. I'm happy with that. My family really loved it. I sent it to them. So, thanks for being here. Wish Dash good luck. Good stuff. I'll see you guys tonight. Okay, bye.